Sheets. Right there. Perfect. Hello, Olin. How's it going? Oh, wait. So, got this leather jacket here. And I already wiped it off once, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again just because it's been sitting. Just going to take some alcohol. Clean this bad boy up real quick and let it dry off. Almost forgot. We just want to try to get as much of any, like the leather oils and stuff that they spread on these. To try to make them look nice and shiny and new. We want to try to get as much of that off. So we're going to give it a quick rub down with a certain part of the rag. So we try to get it good wiped off. Just like that. Just nice and wipe it. We're going to take the back side of the rag. We're going to do just going down. You can see like the rag even has like a little bit of black that came off of it because there's some like black leather dye, and I can see a spot here where they had already used like a spot or something to cover up that black because there's just a small blemish in the leather right there. But you won't be able to see that once we're done painting. So, what's up, Chris? How's it going? Yep, this is the one for you, man. Or I don't know if it's for you, but the one you had me do. This is it. What am I painting? So, what is her name? Sister Soldier? I believe it is. It's like in a Captain America spinoff or a Miss Marvel or Wonder Woman. Jeez, I went all over the place with that one. Captain, Miss Marvel. Oh, and then before we get started, too, just want to point this out here. Let's see if we can get that. That's so horrible. So if you're looking for stencils right now, you can go on the website. A lot of people have been asking where I get my stencils from. We actually make our own stencils. And right now, if you go on the website, you get yourself 20% off your order. Use Holiday 24. Just trying to have it to where you can see it, but I don't know if you can even see it from way over here. Let me know in the chat. I think it's too, and not especially not if it does that. There you go. We'll see that. Can't read it from there yet, man. It is what it is. If you ask about it, then I'll show it again. But anyway, yeah, right now if you go on the website, you can get yourself 20% off. What's up, Mexican? All right, so anyway, we're just gonna kind of get this figure in here, and here's the reference pic so you guys can see that. I'm trying to figure out the camera. There you go, right there. So you guys can see that. That's the picture we're going to be going for. Something similar. So I'm just going to kind of give it a quick sketch. We're just going to freehand the whole thing, so.
Motion detected in the front yard. front door.
I don't know if you guys can hear them birds. They were quiet until yeah, they hear the wind and yeah. So yeah. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of base it in with this white. Then we'll switch off to a different type of airbrush and we'll lower the air pressure down and we'll start adding in some colors and stuff. But I just want to get a quick base in. The bird's really loving the airbrush sound. That's funny. I was wondering if they were gonna care or not, but maybe they like it because they're singing. Birds are singing. All right, so and is this a real superhero, Chris? I never heard of this explosion until, or is this like her own thing? I'm not familiar with this one. Be straight up. Uh, but the customer is very passionate about it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. There's customers that doesn't. They find the one they like. That's the one they like. Sister Soldier. Roger that. He said that's the one the customer liked. Okay, well, that is what it is. She has ropes too, right? Cool. In New York City, she has been a good friend. Nice, she's retiring. I see. That's a lot of work, man. Why they got you working so hard? I see. Oh shoot! I hope you're saving some money. I hope you're stacking it up. We got that bank account looking fat. Get that bank account. Michelin stars on your jacket. I'm just gonna get most of the details based in, and then we'll go in and cut everything up, make it look all pretty with the other airbrush in a sec. It just helps to just get it all in there. And then from my experience, the original Createx, not the Wicked line, but the original kind, it just sticks a little better on leather. So I'm trying to have this base of like, the original colors, and then I'm going to come back in with the Wicked over that, which will help it really stick on there good. That way when I lay just a nice light mist of matte clear, it'll all just kind of stick on really good, and we won't have to worry too much about it. But if I lay that Wicked on real heavy right away, it might just get a little cracky, because it is leather and they are going to be wearing it, I assume, and it's going to be bending and turning, so you got to prepare. No worries, I'm not suing myself. Yeah, I'm not working out of your garage anymore. Yeah, the garage is out there. It's just cold right now. And this is just something we could get painted inside. It's cold outside, man. We live in Colorado. The nice weather has been over. It was actually snowing earlier today, so. Um, 30s here. Yeah, you see, like, that's too cold to be painting outside, man. In the garage, we keep it from freezing, but keeping it heated is a whole nother story. It sounds good till you get that freaking heating bill, and it's like, oh dang, turn off that heater. Honestly, we worked real hard this year at the market, and that's kind of where I'm chilling right now. Painted probably close to 2,000 shirts this year. $2,000 shirts, probably more. I don't know. I know. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. quite a lot of shirts. Not digging this weather? Yeah. Same here. What's up? Cheese grits and NyQuil. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. How's it going? Your name. I'm like, what the hell? Cheese grits and NyQuil. All right. I'm still giggling over your name, man. This is like, what? Things have been good. Same old, back to where we were, like pre-COVID, which is pretty nice. And that's about all I got to say about that. Man, y'all remember when COVID hit? That was rough. And all during COVID, we was on here, man. We was on here on COVID during COVID times. We was grinding the YouTube hard. I was trying, man. But almighty YouTube algorithm, it just never chose to put me anywhere good. We grinded hard. And once that COVID was over, it was like, all right, time to get back to work. YouTube was fun and all, but come on. Time to get back to work. Can't live off the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking Mr. Beast or whatever. PewDiePie making these millions. But no, things have been good. We were back to where we were. In case you don't follow me like on social media or whatever, but we're back having our airbrush spot at the Mile High Flea Market. Things have been looking pretty good so far, and yeah, we're just kind of hoping for the best. And that's all I got to say about that. I did so many shirts this year. So many fucking shirts. I missed it, and I didn't miss it at the same time. And it's like, I'm happy to be back, but I'm not happy to be back. Like, not gonna lie, YouTube was a lot of fun, man. Doing the YouTube live streams and stuff, I was having fun. But, yeah, like, boy has to be able to pay his bills, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if you can airbrush on YouTube and make that kind of... Exactly. Like, if I could make the money I make at the market on YouTube, boy, you'd be seeing me every day. Boy, you'd get tired of seeing my ass. You'd be like, damn, this boy lie every goddamn day. I'd be like, yeah. Yeah, but the bank account fat though, you know. But it never played out like that. So, but we had lots of fun. It was an important part. And you guys, all things said and done, you guys held it down for your boy during COVID. I know it was mutual because some of y'all was probably just stuck at home. I'm glad. I'm glad things is looking bright for now. You know. All right. Okay, so let me switch off real quick. Let me do the switcher. And we're going to be using this. Does it focus? Focus. This is the Badger Velocity. It looks pretty good. Also, Badger right now, if you want to get yourself some nice airbrushes, they having some nice Black Friday deals. If you go over on their website right now, I believe it's USAAirBrushSupply.com or something like that. You can find, what was it, believe 50% off with half your order money cut in half. If you go on their website right now and type in Black Friday as the coupon code, Black Friday, all caps, you get 50% off your order at the Badger store. Go before they run out. Let me get a adapter for this.
Someone's at your front door. Motion detected in the front yard.
Of course, the one I want to use ain't gonna come off. There you go. Skull Squad forever, yeah, boy. No, I appreciate you guys. That shit was rough. Not gonna lie. For somebody like me who definitely relies on human contact in order to make money with my airbrush business, it was a rough time during COVID when that wasn't really a possibility. So I do appreciate you guys being there, helping out with the channel and all that. Whether you were a Skull Squad member, whether you gave some donations, if you're one of the people that bought a painting and all that, appreciate you. We're going to load up some opaque white. And we're going to use a little bit of 4011. And Createx be churning up the different types of stuff all the time too, huh? Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. I'm just an old timer now. I remember back in my day, we just used the opaque white and we used the 4011 and that worked great. You know what I'm saying? COVID. Yeah, exactly. Did you try the 4021? Not yet, my friend. Not yet. I'm sure one day I'll get around to trying that new stuff. You know, so right now I'm still, the 4011. I still got lots of this stuff laying around. Let me turn this air pressure down. Give this a good shaky shake. I'm still working through my economy jugs at 40. Exactly, bro. Shit comes out too quick, man. Like I just ordered the other one. Why are you making a new one already? Like what the hell's going on? I just got the iPhone 11. The iPhone 12 is out. No, man, no. How you gonna do your boy dirty like that? But yeah. Anyway, I got some white loaded in here. I'm gonna just start edging around here with some of the detail. And we'll start working it in. And she's gonna have a zipper, Chris. I hope you're okay with a zipper because I just decided that just now. Yeah, this is a job I'm doing for Chris. Uh, I should. I never, in all my streams, I never actually promoted. I never actually promoted myself. I was all about the teaching and stuff. But if you would like to have something painted like this, you can always reach out to me. Go to maxbrush.com. All my information's on there. And we do sell airbrush stencils. If you would like to get yourself some airbrush stencils right now, you get 20% off your order. Use Holiday 24. That's good all the way through Christmas. So, you got yourself some time. I know I'm just bringing it up right now, so maybe you wasn't ready. Maybe you got some Black Friday deals you taking advantage of. Go ahead, do that first. Come back next week, get yourself some stencils. We ain't going nowhere, baby. We've had stencils. We've had stencils available forever. Um, People keep asking in the comments, where do you get your stencils, Mike? And that's where it is. What's up, Easy Airbrush? How's it going? What you gonna seal the leather up with? So I'll use a flat clear on this. I honestly don't even have to seal it, but I do seal it just for protection and for even wear. On leather, even wear, you don't want some of it to get rubbed off and not the rest of it. So if you let it protect it, it kind of wears evenly. Um, on a vest like this, again, I assume it's going to be worn, right? A lot of people are like, oh no, it's a short piece. It's like, I don't know that. I assume this person's going to wear it. They're going to fucking be on their bike. They're going to, sit on some chairs. It's going to be rubbed on and stuff. So I lay a little protectant on it for even wear, but that's why we did make sure to get a nice clean surface before we started, and why we did use the original Createx to get that first layer on there for adhesion, so that we don't have to worry too much about it coming off. And in the past, I know people were like, "Oh, you say you can't paint on bendy stuff." Leather's a little bit different. It's not rubber. It's not plastic. It's leather. Leather kind of absorbs a little bit, so and it sticks really good. Whereas plastic and rubber, that's not really the case. So now there's gonna be some stippler in the comments. Oh, you didn't do that on the shoes. Why are you doing that? This is not shoes. Stop it. It will be worn a lot. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of where I'm at. No, this Badger Velocity, it has the it has them damn tuning forks blocking the needle in the front. You see these tuning forks things right there. If I get all the way up on the camera, will it focus? Focus. Focus. Anyway, there's some freaking little needle pointers that right there. You can't grab the tip to peel the paint off. So you gotta take that whole little front piece off just to get to that. This, a little bit of that. All right. I just want to grab the needle and clean the little dry tip off. Ah, see, when there's no dry tip, it works amazing. As soon as you get a little dry tip going, it's like, oh man, starts becoming less responsive. That's for like any airbrush, though, right? I'm not knocking this airbrush. This is just in order to get that little bit of dry tip off, you gotta take this little thing off. You gotta do this. Make sure the needle's nice and cleaned off on the tip, and then you can go back to painting. Beautiful. Oh my god. But when that little tip is on there, and you pull back on that needle, the paint's not really allowed to come out. And it's like, And that's going to happen on any airbrush, but I especially hate it when they make it hard to just get that little dry tip off, because this this reeks of, like, I don't know if you've ever done mechanics on a car, and it's like, oh, it's the starter went out, right? It's like, oh yeah, you just gotta replace the starter, but it's one of those cars where the starter's like under the intake manifold because some engineer thought that would be a great idea. This is the same thing, where it's like it sounds like a great idea because you're keeping it and it's like a needle protection and all this, but at the same time, it's like you're just making it hard for me, the guy that's actually gonna fucking use it, to clean that little bit off, which is the actual problem. It just fucking grinds my gears when it has a little cover on there. Anyway, I love this airbrush. It works really good. First time trying it out. No complaints. No complaints at all. That's what happened to me. Yeah, yeah. Easy Airbrush knows all about it. Out of paint? No, I'm not out of paint. It's just that little, that little itty bitty bit thing. It's just. There you go. Get out of the way. You try to use a little rag. Try to use a little rag to just. Oh, it's beautiful when it's clean, but it's the lightest bit of art. And this right here too is like one precise little fucking hole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so goddamn precise. It's like any little piece of anything is in there. You're gonna have a bad time. I'm not happy. I'm not happy you're in this thing. Why is it making me work so hard? I shouldn't have to work this hard for it. It's coming out. Just give me the paint. There you go. There. Yeah, there it is. It's coming out now. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get some of this out. We're gonna mix up a little bit of black. Yeah, on any of the airbrushes where it's like a fine tip, the tip dry just gets worse. Because usually, I do say usually, not always, the I'm looking for my back, the what do you call it? The surface area of the needle is bigger. It's more exposed because it has to be longer and finer. So it just ends up drying on the needle a little bit faster. You could always use a whole bunch of reducer and stuff, but that's just not a good scenario for what we're doing. And I don't know where the black is. Hold on. I just used it. That's purple. This is orange. Okay. It's not the one I was looking for, but it'll work. And yeah, like I don't fault the airbrush at all. I just, if you're gonna include this tip, like this, these things sticking out, please just include the tip that doesn't have them as well. Honestly, send it with the tip that doesn't have them first, and then let people choose if they want the other one. All right, so I'm just mixing up a little bit of gray. We're gonna go ahead and add some details on some of the stuff, kind of get some stuff kind of shaped in, shaded in, and then we'll cut in with the black and get everything outlined in. And then we might come back with a little bit of white highlights. Just make everything pop. No, these ones are, unless I'm stupid or something. No, see, you could take the whole front part comes off, but then it ain't gonna spray because this whole front part is the nozzle cap. And those prongs don't come off separately. It's all one piece. I just took it off and I didn't wipe it. Like you get, I wish the camera would focus when I, so I could show you guys what I mean up close. We get a really light gray. It's darker than that. It's the reason why I trimmed them. Yeah, I feel that. Hey, once this airbrush got working though, it's working. It has to be highly reduced. All right, now I'm just gonna cut in with some black, some blickety black. This is the part where I could probably bring you guys a little closer. Give this a little better angle. I did leave some of that gray in there, so this is more like a really dark charcoal than it is a true black. Just in case I want to come in with a real true black, but also if I don't, and this black charcoal will match a little bit better with the leather instead of having a really contrasting black to what's the leather is. You know, you kind of want it to match a little bit. Starts changing up, but that camera is just like it doesn't know what it wants to do. So anyway, how's everybody been? Everybody ready for Thanksgiving? We're getting ready to fry up a turkey. I never fried a turkey, but we're going to try tomorrow to fry a turkey. A deep fried turkey. I'm excited. I've never had a deep fried turkey before. Here they taste awesome. They're prepping. Yeah, I have mine brining out right now. Sitting in the brine. So yeah. I'm excited. Should be good. It's supposed to be really tasty, like you said, so I never had it. I'm down to try it. Make sure you have the number to the Chinese restaurant on speed dial just in case. Coke and mayo for what? What do you mean Coke and mayo? What does that even mean, bro? Coke and mayo. What the hell did they use Coke and mayo for? They would use that to make their turkey taste good, I guess. What? What do you? What? Coke and mayo, huh? How the hell do you use Coke and mayo to make your turkey taste better? What? Dip it in, let it sit in the Coke overnight. Wake up in the morning, rub mayo on it, then deep fry it. I'm sure that'll taste delicious. Delicious, boy. I hit that spot. I don't know. That doesn't sound very good. I may be wrong though. Coke and mayo. I'm still trying to think. Like, how would you even use that? Is that even a real thing? Are you fucking with me, bro? Like, is that a real thing? My brain is like, that's not even real. That's not true. My brain's like, nah, this guy's lying. He's full of shit. That's not real. It might surprise and actually taste good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just one of those ones where I'm not willing to take my time and my money and my efforts to do that one because it just doesn't sound very appealing. A fried turkey, though, sounds pretty all right. I think I might try a fried turkey. Hey, you try it out, and if that shit slaps, then you let me know. You hit me back and be like, Mike, you gotta try the turkey with the coke and the mayo, and then I'll try it. Because otherwise I'd be missing out. But until somebody else tries it, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll wait. I ain't gotta be first in that line. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'll wait. I'll wait till it's cooked all the way. What's good starter pump and stuff? A good part starter pump and stuff. Uh, do I have the whole family coming over? No, it's just gonna be me, Jess, and the kids.
Motion detected in the front yard. Are words easier to start with? Um,
It's really going to depend on your own comfort level.
Motion detected in the front yard.
I would say just pick up the airbrush and try it. Then I think that your question will answer itself. Because I believe you're coming at the airbrush completely wrong. It's like, what's a good pump to start with? It's like, okay, it's not called a pump. So you need to do a little research on that. Are words easier to start with? Well, that assumes that you already know how to use the airbrush. So if you already know how to use the airbrush, it's going to be depend on your own comfort level. When you come at the airbrush, it's not about what's easier to paint and what's not easier to paint. It's about learning how to use the airbrush. And that's about the advice I'd give you right at this moment. And that would be to get an airbrush and just try it out. Speaking of which, if you go over to USAairbrush.com or USA Airbrush Supply, the Badger store, man, it's the Badger store. I believe it's USAairbrushsupply.com. Don't quote me on that. I don't know their exact website. But they're having a sale right now for Black Friday. You get 50% off your order. Use code Black Friday, all caps. You're welcome. I think most of the guys in the chat will tell you it ain't about what you're painting. It's about how you're painting it. And if you're using an airbrush, it's one of those things where if you know how to use an airbrush, if you actually know how to use an airbrush, it's a dual action airbrush like this that has the trigger where you can control the paint and all that. If you actually know how to use it properly, painting is just like, okay, I just need to paint that thing, and it's just you're just gonna paint it because you know what to do. Um, and that's kind of it. Is that it's not about what's easier. It's about learning the tool. It's like asking a welder. You know what I'm saying? If a welder is really good at welding, you're gonna ask them, "Do you like welding? Like 1 inch pipe, or would you like welding like half-inch material, but it's not pipe? It's like they're not gonna care. They're gonna be like, bro, welding is welding. I'm gonna be welding. I'll stick both of them together. I don't care. Like they ain't gonna care, right? Like that's kind of where I'm where like what I'm trying to say, right? The best way to explain it would be to just try it, and then you'll kind of understand what I mean. And from there, it's just going to be practice. So I would recommend if you like drawing letters already, then I would probably recommend you stick to drawing letters and start from there. But once you kind of got the hang of the airbrush, most of the other stuff's going to come naturally, and I wouldn't worry about it too much. I've seen lots of guys in this very chat right here. These guys that are talking, I've seen them go from they can't do a single dagger stroke. They can't write their name with the airbrush, and now some of these guys is out there. Man, they making money. So you know, it's all about how you dedicate yourself. That's the most important thing I think. I think a lot of guys start too, and then they give up. I know during the COVID area, the whole disease time, a lot of people try to jump on YouTube like I did. I was already on YouTube before that. We were just doing videos, but I know there's a lot of artists that try to jump on here and stuff and thinking they were going to make tons of money or something. And yeah, but don't. How do I put this? The internet's not real life, man. That's how I'll put it. If you are painting, don't paint for views. That's what I say. Paint it for you. Paint it for your customer. Paint it for people that are going to actually see it. Being online is good and gravy. I like, we all hang out here in the chat. Hey, but there's nothing quite like actually being in person, seeing somebody's reaction to your art and see what they like, and when you paint it for them, and yeah, it's just a whole different experience. Believe me, man. I was going hard. I was grinding on this. We was grinding, bro. We was grinding hard on YouTube. But yeah, then once I got back out in the market and we was out there again and doing the hustling and bustling, and yeah, it's a whole different shebang. And honestly, the online just doesn't compare. Money wise, experience wise, customer wise, everything wise. Like I'll just say it, man. I like the in person a whole lot more. Use one like once for a house, but not small. That's kind of the same thing. It is. It's the same kind of. It's the same kind of thing. Just what you're doing with that house, right? When you use one of those house sprayers, just think about it on a like very small scale. I know when you're painting a house, you don't really go for designs or anything. You're just trying to paint a house, sand color or whatever the color they picked. I'm saying, but if you think about what you're doing, the paint is coming out, and if you were to like start riding with the freaking spray gun, the same thing's gonna happen with the airbrush, except you have even more control of how much paint and how wide you want it to come out. And yeah, you have a little bit more freedom. But yeah, honestly, the easiest way is to try it. And I would be out of white. I would be out of white. I'm out of white, man. God damn it, I'm out of white. All right. Got a little bit of white. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to be like, all you gotta do is because there's not really an easy way. Like even if you want to just try it out, right? Like say you go to Harbor Freight, you get a compressor. I mean, Harbor Freight, I think they have airbrush those little freaking crappy airbrush compressors with an airbrush, and I think they sell a set at Harbor Freight. You're not gonna have the best of experience, but from there you'll be able to tell if you want to dedicate more time and money into it. Because airbrushing for sure can get quite expensive. And just spending for a proper set of stuff can set you back a few $100, if not more. And if you're not really sure if you're gonna keep up with it, it's an expensive, try it out. Because you could easily spend, a couple $100 on a compressor, a couple $100 on an airbrush, $100 worth of paint, and then a month later you'd be like, yeah, I didn't really like the airbrushing. What you could do too, depending on where you live, I don't know, or what you might have access to. Um, you find somebody that has a compressor. If you live in a big city, I know there's like those DIY shops, something like that. They usually have compressors that you can use. So if you show up with your airbrush and you can hook up your airbrush and you can use their compressor to practice for a while. But I don't know. That all depends on where you live, of course. Um, yeah, you'll have a lot better experience if you buy a quality airbrush and a quality compressor. There's no denying that. But yeah, it can be expensive just to try it out. But the good thing is if you buy like an expensive airbrush, a nice like an Iwata or a nice Badger, and you go and you try it out like at one of those DIY shops, or if you find a friend that has a compressor or whatever, odds are you're gonna probably be able to resell it, get some of the money back if you want to go that route. Or you can find somebody that does want an airbrush and give them a nice gift. I honestly think this white is just really thick. Reducer. And yeah, but you live in the great age of the internet, so if you want to learn, it's just really dedication. Because all the videos is there, all the information is there, the tools are better than ever. I mean, it's really just all on you at this point. And yeah, that's why I think that's mainly why I come across as some of an asshole sometimes. Because I hate when people can't like do a little bit of research. It like drives me nuts because I come from the era of like having to do research because there is no other way. Like there was no videos, there was no YouTube videos, there was no, yeah. There's so many resources now, forums and Facebook groups and yeah, like everything. Really didn't have that back then. So you have access to more information than ever. And if you're watching me on YouTube, I know you know how to get on Facebook. I know you know how to look up videos on YouTube. Right? Like so when people come at me with questions like that, I always like, man, oh, should I help them? Do I help them? Do I say something right? Do I just tell them to fuck off? What do I do? I just, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. I'm not Mr. Nice One. Like I used to watch Mr. Rogers, right? But I'm not Mr. Rogers. I know what it's like to be nice, but it doesn't mean I am nice. At least not always. I don't know. I do it with customers too. Customers annoy me sometimes. Hey, are you still airbrushing? Nah, bro. Like I quit that thing that I've been doing my whole life. That I'm dedicated and known for. Nah, now you know what? I just decided to quit. I'm not doing that no more. After 20, almost 30 years, going on 30 years, like yeah, it's not gonna do it. He's like, I don't know who does that, man. Who are you talking to that does that? Because it ain't me. They moved? Oh, cool. That's all I know how to do is air. Exactly, dude. So when people, are you still airbrushing? It's like, oh, no. You know what? Just for you? Nah. Just for you, I'm not. I was yesterday, but not today. So let's see here. Let's teach you guys if I can turn this thing. That might be too much. There you go. Right there. We can move this right about here. Pretty good. Getting to outline these stars. There's a lot of outlining up here, and it looks really sharp. And then these stars look not so crispy. And we want the crisp. I do like the way all of this turned out. Looks pretty good. I'm not quite sure what this wonder belt is all about. Maybe I should just. Can I just change that? I could still have the wonder belt. Yeah, I know. I know. Give me I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm trying to focus on her clothes, man. No, I totally missed that part, Chris. We haven't even gone over the skin yet. That and the black fucking leather sucked in all the original brown that we sucked, brown that we laid in. So I was trying to lay down that white pretty good, man. Just trying to let you get all this. I think I was more worried about that Wonder Belt looking all jank, and that looks a lot better. There you go. Now she has a shape. That belt was like fucking with her shape of her hips, and I was like driving me nuts. And you know, see how the white of this thing too is gone. And this thing. My red star's not quite the right place anymore. And brown here. That's too dark. Brown. I have the detail. Okay. Put that in there. It's looking pretty good. Uh, UVLS? No. I don't know about using the UVLS on leather. I'm not sure if that would work or not. And to be quite honest with you, you do want it to absorb a little bit because that's how it's gonna stay. But that's why I use that original Createx colors on the base layers, and then I use the detail colors over at the wicked opaques. So now everything's set in. So I'll let it dry overnight, and we'll lay the clear in the morning. She was starting to turn gray, so gotta lay some flesh tone in, and then we'll lay some brown. Yeah, but when I'm working on leather too, the only reason I'm hesitant to use UVLS too is I don't like caking on the paint too much, because that's when you get a lot of cracking and stuff. Because if you make it way too thick, that shit starts cracking. There you go. She looks alive now. That seam on the camera, the seam makes it look all. All right. Now we add a little bit of this to a little bit of that. Go ahead and wrap this up here. Right on, man. Have a good one, Easy. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah. I think it's just easier to move the camera. There you go. Turn this light down. I'm trying to get a good angle without too much glare. Camera adjusting. There you go. Trying to like see that glare. It's not much of a glare, but it's enough to fuck up all the colors. So like I'm trying to get it to where you can see the actual colors. Because like when it's like that, it just looks muddy, but that's not what it looks like. It looks more like that. But you see that sideways. Anyway, you get the point. Once I drop some clear on it, it'll be a lot better. I just hate the glare. I hate that you don't get to see it the way it's supposed to be seen. Because of video and all that. I'm not very good at the video, me. I don't know if that made it better or worse to turn that off. Turn it. There you go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, there you go. Oh, right there. Right there looks pretty good. Except for just the hair is black. Like you can see that the hair is black. Okay, it's not gray. Anyway, hope you guys liked that video today. Yeah, the leather's not. You see how the leather looks gray here? Man, how you get that leather look the way it's supposed to look? Anyway, hope you guys like that. Did it from scratch. Did it freehand. And I'll let it dry overnight just in case some of these colors want to dull down. I might come in tomorrow and just hit a little bit of this red, and then might hit some more of the brown. This other stuff looks pretty good. The blue, if it fades in a little bit, that'll actually be pretty sweet. And then I think we got that white outline pretty white out, so it should remain nice and bright. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. If you're watching this video, make sure you drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the finished product if you made it this far. What else? Yeah, let's not forget that also right now, if you go on the website, moxbrush.com, and all through Christmas, you get yourself 20% off your order. The stencils, these are my stencils, the stencils that I use, professional airbrush stencils for professional airbrush peoples at moxbrush.com, 20% off your order. USAairbrush.com also has a sale going on, 50% off your order. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And in case I don't go live before Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'll try to go live again before then, but no promises. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. All right, now how do I stop it? There you go.